Sabaha everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you the things that I liked and the things that I didn't like about the iPad Pro 10.5 with LTE. Now this one's running on the Verizon network. I want to say thank you very much for allowing me to check out this tablet. But the main thing I wanted to share with you guys is after using this for about a month and actually coming from an iPad Pro 9.7, what are the things that I like and what are the things that I don't like about this? Let's check it out. I'm going to start off the video with the things that I like, and we're going to segue over to the things I'm not so happy about. The first thing I want to mention too is that I did do the unboxing and iOS 11 features on the iPad 10.5 not that long ago. I'll give you guys a link in the description below. Hopefully I'll be able to insert a card for that. If not, again, the description. We're coming from a 9.7 to a 10.5. You can definitely see the first thing that I love about this is the fact that we have bezels that are disappearing as far as shins or even bezels. So going from a 9.7, the screen to body ratio is definitely a lot better on the 10.5. That's number one thing. Now we're still using the Apple Touch ID, so we are able to unlock the device using the fingerprint. And let me just unlock this one and well, see if we can get in. So I was doing some speed tests on this one. The other thing that we definitely get here that we don't get with the other one is the screen refresh rate. So one of the things that you're going to notice directly when you first turn on this device is that it's running at 120 Hertz. So the display resolution here has been actually extended to fit the 10.5, but we also have a much better refresh rate. We're capped at 60 frames per second here, and we're also going up to 120. So the limitation, of course, of displaying this for you, unfortunately, it's kind of capped because the video that I'm producing is at 60 frames per second. This is a 60 Hertz refresh rate. This is at 120. The main thing, or the main one way of showing it to people, I usually kind of tell them is just to see how I'm able to draw using this. So what we're going to do here, I'm running iOS 11 public beta 2 on here, and I'm running iOS 10.3. I did revert the device. Now we have the selection tools, and I'm able to write. And the reason why I wanted to show you guys this is I'm using a pencil. I'm just going to say, and then here you go. So you can erase this, you can go back. You could see that the ink actually just goes up on the screen as I'm moving. It's very, very smooth, very, very, very clean. Let's go ahead and switch over to the 10.5. You can look at it. So again, I just did this here, and then you can see there is actually a delay. The actual marker on this thing is actually slightly behind. You can see it there. So as I'm going straight, my actual pencil goes ahead of it. This is how fast the refresh rate on this. On 60 Hertz, there is actually noticeable delay as you're drawing, especially if you want to be very specific. When you go to 120, you're definitely getting a much better display there. The other thing that I definitely enjoy about the new display and the new options that we get here is that the base configuration now is more along the line of the 12.5, which is the bigger of the two. So we have more RAM, we have more internal storage as far as base. So if you're getting the base model, you're definitely going to be really enjoying this. The other thing that I'm definitely enjoying on the 10.5 right now over the 9.7 is the fact that, so my 9.7 is an LTE based one, but I am not using it as an LTE based. I'm using it as a Wi-Fi. So it's an AT&T compatible one without the actual AT&T connection. Where I'm going here, I'm running in the LTE connection on Verizon. And I found that having the LTE connection on this tablet gives me the functionality of being able to use this anywhere I want. Now, as far as internet speeds, just wanted to share with you guys just to, kind of apples to apples comparison. What do we look like as far as normal testing? So I've tested this out around Los Angeles quite a bit. So it's not like I just tested it in one spot, and I've been able to get up to 83 megabits down and 33 up. And on average, I'm able to get somewhere between 35 and 38. That's kind of where it averages out. Of course, I've hit some areas where it was low and 2 megabits, but on average, it's really nice. Having the LTE connectivity gives you the ability to do FaceTime wherever you want, record, capture straight to YouTube. You can do video recording, do exactly what you want. And I think that's one of the main benefits that you're getting with the 10.5. It's the functionality and the network reliability. The next thing I really like also about the 10.5 is the fact that they kept this accessory and they upgraded it. Now, I am using the 9.7 version of it because I didn't get one with the review unit that I received, but the ability to be able to convert this into a laptop standing like this and being able to just interface with it is definitely very nice. The gestures on the tablet are very, very nice. You can still swipe between, go into multitasking. The new interface that we have with 10.5, with iOS 11, gives us much more work, much more flexibility being able to play with those applications. So I think that's really going to be the main benefit here. But again, just the form factor, the fact that we have the mouse, the keypad, the ability to use shortcuts, switching around, delete, typing on it is not bad. And I think it's really a really big feature that a lot of people don't realize. Having a keypad that doubles up as a screen protector, it's very nice. although it does actually add some thickness to it, so that's one thing you want to be aware of. The last thing I want to mention as far as the thing that I really like about this is the actual media consumption capability. Because we're getting a really good display and we're also getting a really good set of speakers, we're getting the 2 speakers on the top, 2 speakers on the bottom, your audio experience is going to be the best on any tablet by far, and there's no way to compare it other than to say this is an iPad Pro. And you can't really compare it because the fact of the matter is this is really meant for media consumption. Now this kind of takes me into the next level, which is one of the things that I'm not necessarily too happy about. It's the amount of fingerprints that this thing can hold. I mean, I've been holding this and I cleaned this right before I started, but you could definitely see the fingerprints right here, right there, all the way on the top. And it's similarly to the way it was on the 9.7. It's not something new. What we do have here essentially is just the coating that they have on this is extremely fingerprint prone, not just on the front, but also on the back. You can see the smudges right here on the Apple logo. It's something that you want to be aware of. Just keep in mind, keep a chamois with you, and you'll always be okay with that. It's not a big deal breaker for me, but it just from a sense of, when you buy it, if you don't have a skin on it, just expect to be cleaning it all the time. The last thing I have with the things that I'm not necessarily too happy about is with the iPad 10.5, one of the main reasons it was basically announced and actually showcased a lot was the fact that you actually need to be able to have iOS 11 on this. Now, iOS 11 is not officially available for 10.5 or even the 9.7. You can download the public beta and install. And I have to say with the beta 1 was pretty bad, a lot of stutters, a lot of hiccup. And that was one of the reasons why I uninstalled it right away and I went back to 10.5, at least on this, so that I can get a good experience of using this. Normal consumption of media, playback of video, using it for editing, writing papers, submitting things, connecting, doing any kind of connectivity, video chat, all of those things. It's going to be an amazing thing. The front-facing camera is quite capable, as well as the back-facing camera, since technically this is an iPhone 7 camera just built in on a tablet. We get really good audio as far as the tablet itself. It's really good. But I feel like the experience has been hindered with the fact that till the iOS 11 comes out, I'm not sure if this really makes sense to upgrade to yet. Again, you could definitely install the beta software, and I think that's available. But overall, the experience is lacking a little bit on that end. At the end of the day, these are the things that I liked and I didn't like about the tablet. Now, the tablet itself is really a definitely good, solid performer. It's a great upgrade for any type of iPad that you have. Now, if you're coming from the 9.7, I'm not sure how big of an upgrade this is going to give you. Again, if you really need a faster response speed as far as the screen and you need more RAM on your device and, of course, more storage, internal storage on this device, then this is definitely going to be a no-brainer. Although the 9.7 did have other storage options. The only difference here is that the 10.5 at the base level starts at a higher number. Other than that, I think it is definitely a really good upgrade from any iPad or any kind of regular tablet that you're using. iPad kind of sets the standard for when it comes to that. Internet connectivity, as far as being connected on this, I think Wi-Fi is definitely a good base model, but if you really want to be more productive, be able to do things on the go, specifically for me, I like this because I actually get the chance to do video conferencing on the go. I can be anywhere in the car and I can just jump in on video conferencing, and I'm using the LTE connection that's built into this with Verizon. I was able to consistently get really good fast internet connections. So very nice, very good, and very stable. And I think the LTE model makes it more functional, especially if you want to do producing things on the go. You have a lot of horsepower, a lot of good system resources here. Now, I think that the 10.5 will definitely shine a lot better once iOS 11 is out, as all of the new features they announced at the actual announcement of the 10.5 included features that are not there yet till you get iOS 11. And you can definitely install iOS 11 Beta 2, Public Beta 2, and get all those features. Now, check out the video for that I did for you guys not that long ago with the unboxing. I did actually load it up with that, and then I reverted it back to iOS 10, mostly because this is not mine and I have to return it back to Verizon. So like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and thank you very much for the support.